Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are 2 kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
We're here at US Cellular, Frost Days, where our customers get exclusive deals just for them.
It's like we got our own special club.
Should we show them?
Get $1,200 off any phone plus $500 off any tablet. Us Days at US Cellular.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to Ankeny Centennial High School. You have entered the jungle, home of Jaguar Volleyball. Our visitors for tonight's 5A CIML matchup are the Waukee Warriors and your Centennial Jaguars. First up, let's meet the non-starters for the Warriors. Number 2, Greta Sikori. Number 6, Ingrid Sikori. Number 8, Lydia Cox. Number 9, Audrey Trenton. Number 10, Jenna Christensen. Number 12, Maury Anna. And number 19, Elsa Mungfold. Now, let's meet the non-starters for your Centennial Jaguars. Number 1, Bailey Snyder. Number 3, Emma Vandenhall. Number 5, Ellie Pollock. Number 6, Kaylin Reinhardt. Number 13, Kinley Erickson. Number 15, Sydney Rogers. And number 22, Lily Furman. Now, let's meet the starters for the Warriors. 3, Maggie Craig. A 5'10" senior, number 4, Lexi Weber. A 5'10" senior, number 5, Mia Hendricks. A 5'9" junior, number 7, Liv Davis. A 6'1" junior, number 11, Malia Rogers. A 5'11" senior, number 22, Stella Braddock. And a 5'5" sophomore, number 1, Allie Ruddy. Assistant coaches for the Warriors are Krista Coughlin and Elisa Rock. The head coach, Candace Polea. And now, let's meet the starters for your Centennial Jaguars. A defensive specialist, a 5'4" senior, number 4, Nora Bucket. She's a center and plays the right side, a 5'11" senior, number 7, Tatum Schmidt. Middle hitter and right side, a 5'10" senior, number 9, Maddie R. At center and on the right side, a 6'2" senior, number 10, Megan Cheeseman. At outside hitter, a 5'8" senior, number 11, Addie Reyes. Middle hitter, a 6'1" junior, number 16, Sophia Heather. And at libero, a 5'2" senior, number 2, Maya Lay Butter. Assistant coaches for the Jaguars are Jenna Britt, Sarah Alberts, and Claire Rampton. The head coach of the Jaguars, Miss Jessica Reinhardt. Officials for tonight's match are Richard Vaughn, Tom Waddell. The line judges are Steve Weinschmidt and Mike Gedeke. Now, to honor America and those who have served along with their families, we ask that you please rise as you are able and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by members of the Ankeny Community Chorus.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks, as tonight, Waukee, the Warriors, ranked number 2 in the state of Iowa, are in town being entertained by Centennial. The Jaguars ranked number 3 in the state of Iowa. Andy Pollock alongside Austin Oliver. And Austin, we've seen both these teams play this year, and we've seen both of them at their best, and sometimes in the same match at their worst.
Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing what Malia Rogers can do tonight, coming in with the Waukee Warriors. She's coming in with 169 kills. She'll be paired up with a great setter. They're running a 5-1, so she gets a ton of reps, and that's going to be Liv Davis, the junior, with 475 assists on the season right now.
Crazy
Big
number.
numbers.
Yeah, Malia Rogers, as you mentioned, the future Purdue Boilermaker. Just a junior right now, class of 2027, as Waukee is out there with Allie Ruddy, their libero Maddie Craig, Lexi Weber, Mia Heinrich, Liv Davis, Malia Rogers, and Stella Braddock. And Megan Cheeseman out serving for the Jaguars here on senior night, and the senior serves it into the nets for the first point of the night, going to Waukee. Also out there for the Jaguars, a bunch of seniors tonight is Addie Reyes gets a start along with Nora Bacchus as the lollipop serve goes at senior Tatum Schmidt. And Schmidt powers it through the block up front of Lexi Weber and Maggie Craig. And good for the Jaguars to get Tatum Schmidt started off hot tonight as Reyes comes out. Ellie Pollock back in along with Kaylin Reinhart in the Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. Davis goes in the middle, a little miss hit picked up there by the setter. And Schmidt goes, picked up in the back row by Rogers, then down through the block, a kill on the outside from Maggie Craig.
Yeah, the focus will be on Rogers tonight, but Waukee has several other outside hitters that are very, very serviceable. You'll have Braddock that just moved into the front row. And then at the service line right now is Maddie Craig with 106 kills of her own this season.
Jags go out to Schmidt, picked up there by Liv Davis. You'll hear her name a lot tonight as that ball sent right back over at Braddock. And Braddock kind of unheralded here. She's had a great season as Rogers goes with a power tip and puts it on the line. And that shows you what Malia Rogers has developed, not over the last couple of years, really over the last year. She was very much known as a power hitter, and we've seen that power tip from her a bunch this season.
Yeah, a little bit of finesse on that ball was exactly what she needed to do as the set was low and tight.
Pass there is going to go in the middle to Heather, and she mishits it. Heather coming back off injury. Made her first start in a couple weeks against Ankeny on Thursday night. And having a good time back there serving right now is Maggie Craig for Waukee. Little dump coming over there from Cheeseman. Davis is going to go to Rogers, and Rogers goes hard down the line, hitting it right over top of the block. And the Warriors out to a fast start tonight.
Yeah, we're going to see two of the best liberos in the state with Ruddy and Leigh Butters here. Going to battle it out. Not going to be a lot of balls hitting the ground on each defensive side with those two kind of defensive specialists covering a lot of court.
Jag's going to go on the outside. Pollock off the block and gets her first kill of the night to make it 5-2. And Leigh Butters, the aforementioned Leigh Butters, will head back to serve. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs for both these teams tonight. Really going to be a question of who handles it the best. As a great serve by Leigh Butters. It's going to get sent out to Rogers, the free ball over at Reinhart. Jags on the right side. Pollock with a tip, gets another kill.
Yeah, they ran a nice little tempo set, pulled it in a little bit. I think they did that on purpose, kind of hitting that 3 zone for that hit. And Pollock just took it right back over to where she usually would hit it on a regular set and caught Waukee completely off guard.
Leigh Butters, great serve and a little tip over the top there. Braddock. And Braddock is a name that gets a little bit overshadowed with the star power of a hitter like Rogers, but man, she's having an outstanding senior year,
yeah,
on the right side.
Yeah, 99 kills, 32 blocks so far on the season. That'll be her 100th kill on the season.
On the outside, again, cross court, picked up there by Weber. Again, Rogers just whips it out of bounds. Interesting wind up there from Rogers. We've seen that start to find its way into the college game a lot more, where you turn your body sideways, and that time Rogers really just ripped it out of bounds.
Yeah, they're kind of letting that pass, or letting that set go past them, and then swinging on the ball, which changes that just the trajectory and the style of arm swing that's going at it.
Some aggressive serves for the Jaguars here are paying off as the free ball comes over. Maddie Ott gets her first kill of the evening. We'll talk about her as the night goes on. The senior will go on to play softball at Drake, the rare combination of softball, volleyball in the state of Iowa. Davis going to push it out to Rogers again. Block down there. Ott got a hand on it. Now out to Braddock. Braddock with a little tip, tries to go in the campfire. Push back out. Pollock off the top of the block, and it drops again. Miscommunication in the back row between Ruddy and Craig.
Yeah, Ruddy had kind of jumped up and looked like she was going to take it and then kind of let it go because she thought she was taking the ball of the back row player there, and nobody went for it instead.
Schmidt gives the Jaguars their first lead of the evening with the ace. And there's going to be a substitution in here for Waukee as Ingrid Sikori comes in. The sophomore DS will come in the back row, and Craig had been playing all the way around, but Sikori will come in at least for now as Schmidt goes a hard serve once again. And Braddock on the right side powers it down, but Reinhardt right there. Long pass over to the setter, Cheeseman. Off the tip. Chance to go to the right side. Braddock again, and he got a hand on it. It's a couple dolphin dives. A lot of blonde hair heading toward the bench with Maddie Ott, and Ellie Pollock diving after it, ties it up at 7. A lot of tips for both teams. Very few balls cleanly hitting the ground in these first 7 points. Long serve there. Going to be sent over on the free ball. Tough pass there, a little slide and hammered down.
Nice.
Very athletic move there from Mia Heinrich. That slide in rhythm.
Yeah, one of the bonuses of running the 5-1 is that when the setter's in the front row, that backside's going to be completely open to let them run that with freedom. Can run it definitely in a 6-2, but it's a little bit more troublesome.
Overpass there, and Rogers picked up there initially. Jags go to Ott, who hangs in the air and tips it there. Someone was in the net. Nothing called as that ball falls to the ground and gives Waukee again a 2-point lead as the ball just kind of went to no man's land. When that first hit is at the setter, it makes things difficult.
Yeah.
Especially when the setter and the libero are on the same side.
Schmidt popped it up, but just nobody was able to run it down or make a move towards it. Just became a little bit irregular.
Ball is going to head to the back row again. This time a free ball coming over for the Jags. Nice pass there. They go in the middle, and Ott rips it wide. So the Jags took the 10-7 lead, and now behind the tough serves of Stella Braddock, Waukee out to a 10-7 lead. At Reinhardt in the middle, Ott. Nice hit by Ott, a little change up.
And that's usually not the direction you see her go. She usually is going to be hitting that to her left, and she changed it up, but so she has some diversity in her shot selection and put that one right on the line on the right side. Beautiful shot out of her, and a good recovery out of a miss hit on the last play.
Pollock will head back to serve. Nice job by Davis to get it out to Rogers, and she's just able to hammer it down. And the pass was not perfect, but Liv Davis falling into the net avoids the net and gets it to her hitter Rogers. And if there's a chance for the Jags to take the lead back here, it's going to be with Rogers in the back row, although they will continue to find her as a hitter. Into the net for Malia Rogers. Jags rotating all the way around. Now Lily Harmon will come in to serve, so already seeing a lot of players coming off the bench tonight to play for the Jags. Harmon, tough serve. They go on the outside and hammering it down again, and the Jaguar block on that right side really right now non-existent as Maggie Craig gets that down to the ground hard.
Yeah, we saw Rogers already hit over the top of the block on her last attack right before she went to the back row, and then Rogers had really no block on that last one, just like you called out, Andy.
Waukee, one of the most aggressive serving teams in Class 5A. They have given Waukee Northwest their only loss of the season, and that came on the heels of a bunch of aces at the Southeast Polk tournament. And so far tonight, that aggressive serving not paying off as much as they've hit some serves out. Reyes, big swing off the block for the kill. Back to a 1-point lead. Eddie Reyes, also a non-traditional windup, but effective, very long windup for Reyes. Cheeseman on the serve, little power tip, back to the corners, in, it catches the side.
I think that's another aspect of Rogers' game this year that's really grown is their passing. Obviously, everybody's going to try to serve receive right to her to get her to see if she can shank one there, but it's definitely gotten way better than it has been in the past, and it's not nearly as much of a problem as it was before. She's definitely a strong passer back there.
Braddock comes up hard with a kill, and right now the Jags, who have been so good all season about getting hands on those attacks, really have struggled to pick up where the ball is going off the hands of Liv Davis. 14-11 right now, Waukee in the lead. And that's a tough serve. Jags keep it alive. It actually goes over and then knocked right back down by Craig. And I think the Jaguars looking around right now, looking for an answer, and they're going to try to find it in the form of a timeout. Timeout Jaguars. We'll be back. Waukee in the lead. 15-11 here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Welcome back out of the timeout. Waukee still back to serve with Liv Davis. They've opened up a 15-11 lead here in set number one. Best of 5 tonight. Some more good volleyball going on down on Buffalo Road in West Des Moines as Ankeny is down there. Number 4 Ankeny going up against number 8 Dowling Catholic. We'll try to have some updates of that one. That also is on our sister station on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Jags go in the middle and not able to get anything in rhythm as Davis, flat-footed, puts it down in the campfire, and it's now 16-11, biggest lead of the night for the Warriors. Jags have not been able to have a clean attack for a while as that serve is going to send everything out here to Schmidt. And she gets it down. Again, not a clean attack, out of system ball, but Schmidt able to terminate it, and the Jags back into with some substitutions. Reinhardt and Pollock back in the game. Substitutions, as always, brought to you by Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Reinhardt back to serve. Off the top of the net, an ace for Kaylin Reinhardt. She's been a very aggressive server for the Jaguars this year. Reinhardt that time into the net.
Seeing if I could get that game up as well to kind of keep an eye on it.
6-2 Ankeny leads Dowling here early on in set number one. 6-3 actually. Tough serve, tight pass is kept alive and then sent over by Reinhardt from the back row, but Waukee on the attack, the little tip picked up by Leigh Butters. And then Schmidt off the block, and Tatum Schmidt's been really good in the front row so far tonight.
I think we'll see that Jag defense get a little bit better and better as we go through game one, and they get a kind of get a beat on where these balls are going, where the sets are going. And once they see kind of through this rotation one time.
Tough pass, they go back with a power tip. Waukee's been really good about that power tip. Pollock roll shot off the net, back to Braddock. She goes with a tip, kept alive. Someone was in the net, and nothing was called again. When no ball has hit the net, it's wiggling like crazy. We've seen that a few times tonight.
I mean, that power tip was a great example of what I'm talking about. Is that the very first time that they did that, they got a kill for it, the Warriors did. And then the second and third time they pushed it back to that corner again. The Jags have tracked it down and kept it in play.
Lay Butters picks that one up. Jags go to Schmidt. Kind of gets under that one. Set coming from the back row there from Weber. She hits it into the net. Braddock does. Jags hanging around. Tatum Schmidt back to serve. They go at Craig in the back row, and then a huge swing dug up by Reinhardt. Tight pass, Pollock right down off the block, kept alive and can't quite get it over as Braddock elevates to stuff that one. Gonna need stuff off the net a little bit with those long blockers for Waukee, excuse me. Yes. Allow the hitters to do a little bit more with it.
Yeah, Braddock's listed at 5'11", but he's definitely got a strong, long, tall block.
Reach
her
is
reach
huge.
is definitely huge. It's going to be an impact out there, especially at opposite. She's going to be going up against the strong side hitters for the Jags.
Pollock heads back to serve again. Floats one in the back. Again, a chance to go Rogers. This time dug up by Pollock, coming back over and stuffed down. Nice play in the middle there. Heinrich's eyes got really big.
She probably ended up making the right choice by just pushing that right straight down rather than taking a swing at it, because it was very, very close to the net. Probably would have been a net violation if she would have swung.
Rogers back to serve. Cheeseman, nice play in the back, dug up by Ruddy. Back row attack, dug up by Bacchus. And a free ball coming over for Waukee as Rogers passes it forward. In rhythm, right there with a tip, and Jaguars somehow kept alive. Had to be played by Rogers. Again, they find Rogers in the back row, and she is able to push it down. Bacchus on the line. A kill for Nora Bacchus. Sometimes you got to win the ugly ones.
Yep. Yeah, Coach Boulay, I think from Waukee, had asked for a double, and I don't think you're going to get a double on there. Maybe a carry is maybe what she could have gotten a call on, but the hustle by the Jags pays off.
Boy, they keep looking for Rogers, though, as a hitter, don't they?
Yeah.
This time they push it out, big swing, and ripped wide, and the Jags back into this one now at 20-18, Waukee. And actually, no, they say it was in the net. Someone for the Jaguars was. I didn't see the number.
Yeah, who called it?
This down below.
The down ref called it on the far side. Very, very interesting. That's a long ways for him to be able to see that. Typically, in situations like this, the down ref has the lower part of the net and the up ref has the upper part of the net. Kind of how they separate duties on the refereeing. Rogers,
like we said, has really improved her game in the back row as that ball comes over. Jags gonna set in the middle. Heather goes right at the head of Sikori, Greta Sikori. And she's got to get out of the way as Cheeseman will head back to serve. Jags need a little rally right now.
Yeah, they're going to run out of points here very, very quickly if they don't get a rally going here.
Nice pass up by Rogers, and Jags caught flat-footed as another dump taken there by Davis, and she'll head back to serve. Davis dumping it flat-footed from the front row.
Yeah, and both times have just easily gotten a kill on it.
Goes at Reyes. Pass up, Schmidt. Dug up again by Ruddy. Rogers pushes it front, big rip taken. Jags out of system right now, out to Schmidt, and gets underneath that one big time. And Jags gonna need another timeout. 23-18 here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks. to the jungle aptly playing as we come out of the timeout. That's what they affectionately refer to the gym here on the north side of Ankeny. As Davis goes at Reyes once again. Schmidt goes back to the corner, and the overpass goes out of bounds, and Jags get the point out of the timeout. It's crazy how often that works, that the team that takes the timeout gets the point coming out of it.
Well, that's the whole point to calling it there is you try to get your best play going, especially when you're doing serve receive, is you get to call exactly what you want, and usually works out.
Kalen Reinhardt gets Waukee out of system. Braddock somehow gets it over the net. It caught the net, and then a hand went on it. It's one of those that you're trying to block it down anyway, but it just redirects that ball all over the place and makes it very difficult to pick up. Craig back to serve. Set point number 1 for the Warriors. And she serves it long. A lot of missed serves in set number 1 for Waukee. As now the Jaguars ace libero, Maya Leigh Butters, will head back to serve. Leigh Butters, tough serve, but Davis, big swing by Braddock off the block. And Waukee keeping everything in system in set number 1. They win at 25-20 to take a 1-0 lead in games. We'll be back with set number 2 here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Dear Cable Internet, I've met someone I can rely on, who moves my speed and is okay with how much I work. I'm sorry, but US Cellular Home Internet and I just have a stronger connection.
Get connected with US Cellular's home internet for just $39.99 when bundled with a wireless plan, plus a 3-year price lock guarantee. US Cellular, built for us.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Welcome back here to Ankeny Centennial High School. Austin Oliver, a very workmanlike effort for Waukee in set number 1.
Yeah, 25-20 for Waukee. Just nothing really bothered them. A couple runs by the Jags to try to get back in it, just couldn't do so. And a little misset there as we get things started in game number 2. Cheeseman and Heather didn't really connect very up on the tempo 3. Got pushed to the outside. That's Davis in the back serving right now.
Davis dished out a bunch of assists there in set number 1, and there's another aggressive serve, able to drop it right onto Heather. Jags go to Schmidt, and she's blocked down. Waukee's been very disruptive. Again, back out to Schmidt, and a little miss hit gets it to drop off the hands of Allie Ruddy. The little miss hit is all, if you're going straight down, Ruddy's going to dig you up, but the miss hit helped out a bunch there for Schmidt. Already a better start for the Jags here in set number 2. Reinhardt back to serve. Tough one up at the biceps back there of Craig. Good dig there by Cheeseman. Her defense has improved a ton over the latter stages of the season. And then Schmidt finds the opening once again for another kill.
Yeah, she's second on the team right now with digs at 171. Not even that far behind Leigh Butters, but I guess it's 50 to 60 digs, but still a good number for a setter as well.
Schmidt just picked up her 5th and 6th kill of the night, and now Braddock is heating up for the Warriors.
Yeah, she went from
another kill.
Yeah, 2-foot standing there, just jumped straight up and just whipped that arm over the top for the kill.
And we knew Stella Braddock, she was a very good player a year ago, but she has taken that to a completely next level this year as that serve, another missed serve for Waukee. But it's paid off for them in other regards tonight because the Jags very rarely have got a clean pass off the serve. It's very easy to look at the missed serves and really not a ton of aces, but man, they've got the Jags running all over the place. Leigh Butters, Jags operating with a lead. Braddock tries to push it back there, dug up by Reinhardt. Again, Schmidt. Out of system ball here for Braddock. Big swing off the block again. Braddock able to pick that thing up about 9 feet away and just rip it off the block. And that's a lot harder on the blocker actually than it is when it's right up on the net. Schmidt dug up there by Davis. Braddock again swung. Leigh Butters out to Pollock off the top of the block, picked up in the back row by Craig. And there's a block, the first block of the night. The Jaguars want the entire first set without a block, and Mattiot gets a block here to start set number 2 and give the Jags a lead at 4-3.
Yeah, Davis does a really good job at distributing that ball all over the place. The tendency when you have a strong hitter like Rogers, you just feed the ball to her. And I think there's definitely times that she definitely feeds that ball to her, but she's doing a really good job of spreading it out and not letting the blockers really know where that set's going to be going.
Jags playing around with things a little bit, and that ball just redirected. What Rogers just makes an incredible play. Was able from a kill attack to redirect that ball and put it right where she wanted. That wasn't an accident. She put it right where she wanted to go. Braddock goes back to serve. And into the net was Cheeseman. The pass took her into the net, and Waukee's got the lead. One thing I noticed, Waukee, I think, is very lineup dependent on who those sets are going to. When you've got Braddock and Rogers in the front row, everything they can distribute it quite a bit. But when they are dealing with a little miss hit there for the Jags, but when you got Rogers in the back row and Braddock is out there looking for Rogers a bunch if they can't go through their middle.
Yeah.
Braddock will head back to serve once again. At Reinhardt in the middle. Ott hangs in the air and not solid really, but that's worked for the Jaguars a few times tonight.
Kind of caveat off of what you said too. I think Rogers is always going to be the bailout. You know, when she doesn't know where to go, she's definitely going to go to Rogers because Rogers can swing on it pretty much anywhere. But I think Braddock's also showing quite a bit of fortitude out there as well, being able to swing in quite a few different places. Beautiful tip over the top of the block.
Just not fair when she's already above them anyway and can just tip it down.
Reared back like she was going to rip the snot out of that one and just tipped it right over the top.
Malia Rogers, one of the top recruits in the country, is committed to Purdue. She has a hard serve there. Good pass up. They go in the middle to Ott. Rogers picks it up in the back row. Little slide athletic move. Jag's going to go to Reinhardt on the outside, and she hits it long. A lot of hitting errors for the Jaguars so far tonight. We've seen that over the last 2 games with the defense being very disruptive. Jags, as a team, actually did hit 267 in the first set tonight, but not a whole lot of attack attempts either. As Reinhardt, Rogers again digs it up. Standing flat foot there is Craig. Jags in the middle, Ott, and out of bounds. Mattiot, another kill. Mattiot now with 4 kills on the night. Jags rotate through, and it'll be Nora Bacchus in to serve in place of the libero Leigh Butters, who can't serve both times. She comes up in the order. Bacchus off the net. Nice pass there, though, by Rogers to keep it alive. Jags in rhythm. They go to Heather. A little tip. Brought back over, and Reinhardt can't get it down. In the middle, and swiped over to the side again. And Waukee just seeing the court nicely and operating at a little bit different gear at the moment. Back to serve is Ruddy. Very cleanly played game for Waukee. Tight pass, Heather swings down, a hand got on it there by Weber. Big swing and put on the corner line right at the L, Liv Davis.
Yeah, she took that first ball, popped it up, and said, "You better set me because I set you guys all the time." And she went cross court as far as you could go and just dropped that one in the back far corner.
Ruddy back to serve again, goes at Reinhardt. Jags, that's going to be set right over there to Craig. And another timeout for the Jaguars, who are reeling at the moment. We'll take a break and be back after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Back in action here where Waukee is just kind of cruised tonight so far. Kept things in the Jaguars safely at arm's length as they're able to get the ball to their hitters a lot. And aggressive serving has helped a lot too. Jags gonna go on the outside, and Reinhardt blocked straight down by Davis and Weber. And they've now doubled up the Jags at 12-6.
Yeah, everything going right for the Warriors right now. Anything that they're doing is working, and the blocks are going right down. 50-50 balls are definitely going all their way.
Jags on the right side. Cheeseman puts it down. And she'll head back to serve. Things need to be off the net a little bit more. Just have to give those hitters a couple options for what to do, because that Waukee block has been closed up. Cheeseman, tough serve, but it goes right to Davis and then a rip down again. Big kill there, Weber, and Waukee hitters are swinging with authority. Jags have not been able to catch up on the block at all tonight. Davis back to serve. Goes at Pollock, nice pass there. They go to Heather, and in rhythm, that ball's coming back and out of bounds. Heather gets the kill. All starts with a good pass, so Jags able to get in rhythm.
Nice tempo set. They just need to keep with those little strong, quick sets. Keep that block off of them.
Reinhardt serve. And one of the few miscommunications between Davis and her hitters tonight is Weber trying to hang in the air. Couldn't get it down. Serve looked to be going long, but Rogers kept it in. Big swing in the middle. Braddock kept alive. And Schmidt gets the kill. Just like that, back to 13-10. Behind the serving of Kaylin Reinhardt. Into the net. Jags haven't missed many serves tonight. Started off the night with a miss. Waukee's missed a bunch, but it's paid off for them in other avenues. Craig goes at Lay Butters. Back set, tipped up, dug out of there by Craig. Now they're going to go out to Rogers. She goes with that tip again, and she's just able to, you can't read the tip. In fact, you might as well just take your chances with her hitting it hard because the tip is too easy right now.
Yeah. Well, and those the defensive back row just can't rush up on those because the ball could be coming fast as well and just take somebody's head off. So it's a lose-lose for those defenders.
Again in rhythm off the pass. Heather able to get that down again. That's what the Jags need to do. It starts with that serve receive. And they can send that ball wherever they want in the middle. Lay Butters back to serve. In the middle, a little tip there, covered by Pollock. Back to the middle again. Nice play in the back row there. They try the power tip again. Reinhardt right there for it. And misses into the net. As Craig will head back, Lexi Weber will head back to serve. Nice pass by Reinhardt, chance to go on the right side. Schmidt dug up, and it catches a ceiling, and Davis can't adjust to it. Very tough on a setter.
Yeah, nice pop up from the back, but just a little bit too strong and hit one of the girders going across and went straight down from where it hit.
Schmidt's serve. They're going to go to Rogers, and she takes a big cut that time, and she can do whatever she wants at this point. Jags have no answer, and you can't blame them. I mean, it's just a really, really good player.
Well, Schmidt had tried to play up a little bit, trying to cover that dink over the top, and she just swung hard and went right down the line. Nothing she could do about it.
Lollipop serve. Jags can go wherever they want. They go to Cheeseman, and comes back over the net. Jags can go again wherever they want. They go to Ott, and she gets the kill. Well, Ankeny did lead 21-16, and right now it is 22-20. Ankeny still in the lead over Dowling. Pollock back to serve, aggressive serve. Chance, they just got to get it over in the vicinity of Rogers, though. Jags way over here to Reyes, and just no chance again.
Yeah, that
feet's got to get it close to Rogers.
Yeah, that feet's stuck at 22-20. It's been there for like about the last 5 minutes, so something's going on with the feet over there.
Rogers back to serve here, though, in front of us with Waukee in control. Hard serve at Lay Butters. Going to go to Reyes. Dug up there in the back row. And I'm not sure, I just looked down for a second, didn't see what happened. Just lost in the lights.
Yeah, Davis just couldn't, had momentum going the other way and tried to get going the other way and just couldn't get back to the ball.
Bacchus back to serve. Davis pushes it out, straight down, dug up by Bacchus. Jags keep it in, but Reyes does send it over on the free ball. Tight pass, picked up there by Schmidt. Right side, Cheeseman. Rogers got a hand on it. Again, big swing, dug up by Bacchus. Jags go in the middle. Heather puts it down.
Nice. Pass wasn't perfect, but they still ran some tempo. A nice job there, popping it over and sliding it right between the two defenders. This is the run maybe that the Jags need to get on here to get back into this game.
Bacchus back to serve. Rogers has been really good everywhere she goes. Little slide, swipe down, and can't get in, and the Jaguars have it back to a 2-point deficit. It was at 6 earlier. Jags trying to keep the momentum going. We'll see if they can do it. Back after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Back out of the timeout, Nora Bacchus serving for the Jaguars, trying to get him back into this one. Davis covers a lot of ground, big swing coming out and catches the top of the net, and a kill there for Maggie Craig, exactly what Coach Palea wanted coming out of the timeout. Ruddy back to serve for Waukee, the lefty. Pass comes up, they go to Heather in the middle, dug up initially. Jag's gonna send it over though to Cheeseman, and she'll send the free ball over. In rhythm, Waukee straight down, coming right through the middle. Lexi Weber, the 5'10" middle hitter, looked a lot bigger than 5'10" coming through there.
And the middles should just be having a heyday for Waukee, because so much of the focus is on the outsides with Rogers and Braddock.
In the middle they go again. Heather smashes it down.
Jags are having a lot of success out of the middle too, so hopefully that's going to pay dividends and maybe get some one-on-ones on the outside as well, but they're getting kills right now.
Cheeseman. Outside, big swing off the top of the block. Pollock keeps it alive. Bacchus going to send it over to Reyes, and little miscommunication back there. Waukee will send the free ball right back over. Jags in rhythm, back through the middle they go, and Heather couldn't get a solid contact with it. Now a big swing coming on the outside and hit wide. Craig couldn't get it down. Centennial starting to lengthen out some of these points.
Yeah.
That's their game. Play longer until the other team makes a mistake. Cheeseman back to serve. Good crowd here tonight. Tight pass into the net, and somehow Liv Davis kept it on the side and just laid it right up there for Weber to hammer it home. That is a high-quality move right there.
Yeah, got both hands on it. That's typically one that setter will sometimes go after with just one hand, but she went up with both hands and is able to just pull it back enough for that middle to just destroy the ball.
And Schmidt puts it on the end line. Jags just need a little bit of space right now on those sets to get a little creative against the big block of Waukee. Reinhardt comes in another Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. She will serve. Davis pushes it to the outside. Big swing. The Jags get a block on that one. Cheeseman pushes it to the outside. Pollock, and tip call. Pollock gets the kill. Tightest we've been in quite a while. Yeah. Reinhardt back to serve again.
Must have been Weber who got the touch on that. Everybody looked with a shocked look on their face except for Weber. She just looked around and said, oh, come on, let's go to the next point.
Trying to push it through the middle. Big swing by Braddock. Kept alive, though, by Reinhardt. Jags push it to Pollock. She tries to cut it across the court, but Ruddy's right there for it. Braddock into the net, and we're tied up. Waukee out of sorts right now. We have seen this. We've seen them do this to other teams. First, we've seen it happen to them tonight. 21-all as the Jags trying to even this one up here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Jaguars have tied it up at 21 with number 2 Waukee as Reinhardt back to serve. Got some blocks, got some kills. Tough serve at Rogers as it's heading out of bounds, brought back in, and the Jags will have a chance with a free ball. Heather with a pass, might go right back to her. They do, and she swipes it down and gives the Jags the lead here at 22-21 for the first time since 4-3. Reinhardt back to serve once again. Tough serve. Still can go wherever they want. They go in the middle. Braddock, big swing, and Heather and Pollock team up for the block. Big block. Reinhardt back to serve again. They do this with Rogers in the back row right now.
The Jag defense needs to be ready for the tip because it's definitely going to be coming after 2 consecutive blocks. It's going to be a tip.
There it is, and kept alive. Cheeseman sends it to the corner and gets it to fall.
She gave Rogers a little bit of her own medicine with something Rogers had done earlier in the match in game number 1. And
sucked her over to that right side of the court, pushed it back to the left.
I'd be ready for the tip once again.
Set point number 1, and a free ball will come over for the Jags. Braddock rolls it through. Jags can go wherever they want. They go to Heather. Dug up there by Rogers, kept alive, and the Jaguars win set number 2 to tie this up at 1. What a comeback for the Jags. They trailed by 6. Got a lot more volleyball. Got to catch my breath. We'll be back after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Thunderstruck taking us into set number 3, tied at 1 between the number 2 team in the state, Waukee, and the number 3 team in the state, Ankeny Centennial. Jags are out there with Cheeseman, Pollock, Butters, Schmidt, Reyes, and Heather. Waukee is out there with Ruddy, Craig, Weber, Heinrich, Davis, Malia Rogers, and Stella Braddock. Cheeseman to serve here to start off set number 3. Boy, they keep going at Rogers, and she keeps delivering. Big swing is blocked back, and the Jags take the 1-0 lead for the first time tonight. Senior night here for the Jaguars. Nora Bacchus, Megan Cheeseman, Maya Leigh Butters, Maddie Ott, Addie Reyes, and Tatum Schmidt. And another free ball having to come over, and again the Jags are there to block it down. Waukee's passing is really falling apart. They were so good up through about 17 points of set number 2.
Yeah, game 2 was looking very, very bleak for the Jags as Waukee had gone a 6-point lead, and then Jags battled back, and that's a killer right there because you've got Waukee on their heels with their serve receive and just really second-guessing a lot of what they're doing and let them off the hook with that service error.
Liv Davis to serve it up. Goes at Reyes. Good pass there by Reyes. In the middle they go, and Heather pulls it wide. No touch. Ties us up at 2. Sophie Heather came on in that second set. Reyes again, they go at her, and then Heather swipes it down.
Yeah, right now the Warriors have no answer for the middle attack of the Jags right now. They're not getting hands on the ball. They are just really struggling. The only mistakes that are happening are hitting errors on the Jags that are leading to some points there, but very, very solid in the middle right now for the Jaguars.
Sophie Heather had 5 kills in the second set after having just 1 in the first. Go to Schmidt, big swing down through the block.
Now all the balls that were going the negative way for the Jags are going the positive way for the Jags. Things are definitely rolling for Centennial right now.
Nice serve and up into the stands and an ace, sir. I don't know that technically goes down as an ace for Reinhardt, but the aggressive serving definitely pays off. What does qualify as an ace?
I think it's a second touch, yeah, so they don't get to the third touch. If it's third touch no matter what, I don't think it's considered an ace. I think it should be, but.
Tough serve, and Pollock blocks it down. The overpass and the aggressive serving of Kaylin Reinhardt paying dividends now for the Jaguars. She'll go back to serve once again, the coach's daughter. Tough serve again, overpass, and Schmidt puts it down. Waukee's going to need a timeout. Coach Pelea takes one right now. Aggressive serving from Kaylin Reinhardt as the Jags off to a 7-2 lead here in set number 3. We'll be back after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks. Coming back out, the Jaguars behind some aggressive serving. And Austin, you brought it up as we were off the air, but Coach Pelea, no time for bad passes on serve receives.
No, she's trying everything. So she's moving around her serve receive right now. She's got libero over here on the left side when looking at the Jaguars.
Reinhardt, this time they're able to go miscommunication there again. Jags on the outside. Pollock, little tip over, dug up. And again, not able to connect right now. They're going to go on the right side. Schmidt through the block, and Heather swipes it towards the back. Rogers gets it in the middle and couldn't quite get it there. As you know, one of the unsung heroes of this team right now for Waukee is Lexi Weber, who's been so good in the middle tonight.
Yeah, Reinhardt needed about 3 more inches of either arms or height to be able to get a touch on that one. She tried to jump as high as she could and just couldn't get to it. Perfect pass by Pollock.
Right side, Schmidt blocked down, and it sneaks back over, joust at the net, and Heather swipes it down. Wow. We had a great angle of it watching that ball come. It was going to come straight down on top of the net, and Heather, instead of taking a big swing, just took the nice little swipe to the open spot of the court.
Yeah, and the captain for Waukee is asking to make sure that ball broke the plane. And that's all that's needed there is Leigh Butters does a practice serve.
I don't think she realized it.
Yeah, not knowing that they were talking to the captains, but that absolutely had gotten into the plane.
Yeah, we were looking right at it here. So Leigh Butters, after a practice serve, heads back once again. Tough serve again. In the middle they go, and they gave up on it as Leigh Butters kept it alive.
Yeah, 2 different players made the first step towards going and getting that one, but both of them stopped when they thought the other one was going to be going.
So Weber will head back to serve. Goes at Pollock. Set it the right side. Schmidt straight down. Oh, boy. They decide to take it back through the middle with Heinrich. Heinrich not quite as tall as Rogers. Pulled it back at her and got the kill. Schmidt heating up. She heads back to serve now. She'll set from the back row. Jags have really pressed the limits of this court. Little tip coming over, and Leigh Butters is there for it. Cheeseman doubles, though, as she tries to push it over. And get away with that on the second hit, not on the third, not on the second hit that stays on your side, but not on one that goes over. And Braddock will head back to serve, and I believe this is the first we've seen now. We have seen Ingrid Sikori. She came in earlier. She'll come in to play DS back there in favor of Maggie Craig heading to the bench and not play all the rotations. Pop-up serve. Wow, what a pass. Little slide there to Ott into the net. Not sure how that pass was dropped there right on the setter.
Yeah.
Waukee's got it back to a 3-point Jaguar lead. Braddock will serve. Goes at Reinhardt. Through the middle, Ott, big swing through the block once again. Jaguars moving around much better on the offensive end now. Pollock will head back to serve.
Back to serve for the Jaguars, number 5, Ellie.
And Reyes is really getting her first extended action that I've seen so far this year. I mean, I know she's been playing.
A little bit in tournaments, a little bit more in tournaments, but yeah, tonight the senior stays in, and an ace serve for Pollock.
Yeah, I think Sikori, the DS back there, thought that was going to go long, and it was going to definitely drop inbounds there. She was going to paint that line for sure.
11-6, Jaguars have stretched out the lead once again. A lollipop serve to the right side. Big swing, and Pollock keeps it alive. Jags come out to Reyes. A little tip to the middle.
Nice power tip right there.
Not too many balls by Malia Rogers that don't get a touch on them, get dug up. Somehow that one was kept alive, and Reyes able to find the opening. Jaguars have doubled up Waukee here in set number 3.
Ooh, nice
Tough serve again. It comes over in the net. Another ace serve for Pollock. Waukee out of sorts right now. The Jags have gotten a lot more aggressive on the serves. Hard serve again. That's going to send Davis to the back row and a 10-foot attack, and somehow goes through the net. I think once again that net threw off the block. We've seen that happen a couple times for Waukee tonight. Malia Rogers now to the back row, where she is just as deadly of server. Jags in the middle. Ott keeps it alive. Waukee playing right by the net. Big swing. Is no one there to get to the block. It happened so quick on the Waukee side of the net.
We'll see if the Warriors can get some momentum off of that play, and with Rogers back at the service line.
When Waukee can operate everything up in that 10-foot line area, they have been terminal tonight. Cheeseman brings the overpass back. Jags in rhythm. They go to Ott, and she swipes it long. No touch called. Jags wanted one, and now Waukee creeping back into this one. Jags have got some good passes, just haven't quite been able to put things away. Rogers. And she hits it long, kills her own rally. Heather will come in the front row. Bacchus will come in to serve, and another Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. Bacchus, future plans are to wrestle or play volleyball in college. How about that combo?
Yeah, you don't hear that very often.
Davis, a back row attack by Rogers, dug up by Schmidt. And now Reyes, big swing, dug up by Rogers. Outside, dead hit. Pollock picks it up. They go to Heather. She can't. Her body was turned away, and now a big swing, and Bacchus can't pick it up. The big swing from Craig, and on the third time was a charm there for Maggie Craig. Dowling and Ankeny tied at 1. Man, what a pass up on the right side. Cheeseman dug up nicely in the back row. Davis. Somehow Bacchus got a hand on it, but it was more about protecting her face than anything. Boy, Davis in that back row is, whew, look out.
Yeah.
From anywhere. Or not Davis, excuse me, Rogers.
Yeah.
And that serve goes into the net. Another missed serve for the Warriors. Allows the Jags to keep their lead at 4. Cheeseman is right where everything started here in this third set. Davis going to push it right in the middle, and a big swing dug up by Pollock. And the push to the back row, Rogers keeps it alive. Right side, Craig, big swing blocked up. The Jags get a touch on it. Going to push it to the right side. Schmidt blocked down, kept alive initially. And Leigh Butter's going to tap it over. But Waukee in the middle here, yep. Man, when they can just operate right there by the net, look out.
Super athletic play out of Weber right there. She just one-stepped that and put that ball down. Beautiful, beautiful little connection between her and Davis.
Got to keep that ball in the back third right now and force him to pass it a lot longer as Davis back to serve. And she gets the ace. Tough serve as she goes cross court, and the Jaguars going to take a timeout. They've watched their 6-point lead drop down to 2 here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are 2 kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Back and forth game, back and forth match as we knew it would be, Austin Oliver. We've seen both these teams play this year, and volleyball is such a game of runs.
Yeah, I think Coach Reinhardt's hoping that she can maybe draw a service error here to get things going back in the right direction for the Jags.
They go at Leigh Butters, and Rhea's going to have to send over the free ball. They do send it deep this time. Tough serve, and somehow kept alive. Jags right side, Schmidt. Block touch there, but Rogers keeps it alive. Davis going to push it back to the corner, but Pollock reads it. Now through the middle, and Heather as Davis picks it up. Braddock. And the Jags were in the net. Oof.
That's a bummer. It had a good dig in the back row.
And Davis will head back to serve once again. Has it back to 15-14. Warriors within 1. Go at Reinhardt. Schmidt. Tight pass. Davis pushes it back. Braddock, big swing straight down. And you mentioned it earlier, not the first time we've seen it. Elevating from 2 feet standing.
Yep, just a standing broad, straight jump up and put that ball away.
Now 15 all in set number 3. Schmidt dug up nicely by Ruddy. She's moved a lot better here lately. Big swing down and blocked down by Schmidt and Heather.
Yeah, they needed that one like they needed to breathe right there, get them back into a 1-point lead. Put Reinhardt back at the servicing line.
Reinhardt went on a really nice rally to start this set for the Jags, and ball's blocked back, and it does not go over 4 hits. Low set there.
Yeah, either way, I think that would have got blocked. Even if it would have gone high enough, would have got blocked right back over.
So Reinhardt back to serve once again. Ruddy will send Davis to the back row, and she pushes it to Braddock. The tip covered by Cheeseman. Jags going to go back to Schmidt, who goes straight down. Don't discount the second hit there from Leigh Butters.
Oh, no.
Put it right where Schmidt needed to see it.
Yeah, absolutely perfect position. Gave Schmidt all the time that she needed to be able to survey that court, see where that block was at, and make an adjustment.
Dug up there off the block touch. Going to go on the right side. Schmidt straight down once again off the touch. Jags have lengthened it back out to 19-15, and another timeout for Waukee as the Jags are cooking with Reinhardt serving. We'll be back with more here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Reinhardt back to serve again, and Rogers keeps it in. Outside, big swing, block touch again. The Jags getting more disruptive, but that time Craig able to go off the block and out of bounds for a point and a side out to Waukee. We still call it side out? We do, don't we?
Yep.
It's been 30 years since they switched to rally scoring. You'd think I'd know by now.
Yep, still called side out though.
Craig back to serve, goes at Lay Butters, just drops a dart on Cheeseman. They go to the hot hand. Schmidt dug up though by Davis. Out to Braddock. Braddock blocked and out of bounds. And just like that, it's 19-17. At Lay Butters, Cheeseman gonna push it to Pollock, who has to tip it and finds the opening.
Yeah, it wasn't the perfect set out to her, and she made do with what she had and just power tipped that and just picked a great spot to be able to drop that in.
20-17 with Lay Butters back to serve, and she goes into the net. Up until Thursday last week, the Jags were one of the top serving teams in the state, and they've had a lot of errors over these last two matches. As Lexi Weber will head back to serve. Standing serve, and it drops between Pollock and Reinhardt. They both step out of the way, and it's now 20-19. Craig once again now trying to tie this up for the Warriors. Just muscles it over, goes at Reinhardt. Great pass from Reinhardt in the middle. Ott blocked down, but Reinhardt right there to cover. Right side, Schmidt has to tip it over, and Braddock. Now they're going to go to Rogers, who swipes it down. We haven't heard much from Malia Rogers in this set number 2. They've been able to do it without her, and we are now tied at 20. Tough serve, Pollock right there to Cheeseman. Outside to Pollock, little tip falls.
Nice roll shot from Pollock. First time she'd really taken it short on that roll shot. She'd been pushing, power tipping to the deeper parts of the court and took some stuff off of it and was able to drop it right into, right over the top of that block.
Schmidt back to serve. Ace serve for Tatum Schmidt. That ball fell off the table as it was coming about neck high back there at Maggie Craig, and then immediately fell off the table, and she had to throw a hand down to get it. Great serve from Tatum Schmidt. Another ace for the Jaguars.
Did a nice job of splitting that defense right there between the two outside hitters. Does it again.
And another ace as she goes at Rogers. Waukee is out of timeouts, I believe.
Yep. And the strategy here that Schmidt's doing is that she's keeping these serve-receive shots, these services away from the libero. That's going to be your best defensive player. Now they switch things up. Libero moves in the middle so she can cover that whole middle section. And look who gets that ball.
Off the top of the net, they're going to go out to Rogers. Big swing dug up by Reinhardt. Jags push it out here. Pollock, little tip off the top of the block. Craig picks it up in the back row. Braddock blocked back and out of bounds. Oof. That was close.
Yeah, it's going to end the point no matter what. It was just going to be whether it was going to be in, going to be out. Nobody even made a move from the Warrior defense.
Braddock pop serve at Reinhardt. Great pass. They go in the middle. Ott gets all of it, and it's tipped. The Jaguars get the point. The tip is called over here, and the Jaguars get it to make it set point number 1. Officials going to come together. He was adamant about the tip. The officials will come together and discuss that.
Yeah, I think 5 did touch it. She's the one that's not complaining very much at all. I think there was a touch. There's really nothing they could do here. I mean, it's a judgment call. I mean, it's either you call it or you don't.
The line judge on our left has come in shaking his head pretty adamant. Either he's saying he didn't see it or he's saying it didn't happen.
I will be very, very surprised if this is reversed at all.
It did get reversed.
I don't know how you reverse that.
So I'm not sure how you call a tip and then bring it back. But Cheeseman wants an explanation too. She's the captain for the Jaguars.
I think he's saying that 3 people didn't see it and 1 person did. I still don't. That's just not a call that you make very often.
Coach Reinhardt getting an explanation right now from our down ref. Braddock, meanwhile, waits back with the ball, ready to serve.
Now, if that lineman said, you know what, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
But if he didn't see it, he wouldn't have called it.
He's very adamant that he saw it. You don't.
So Braddock back to serve. We'll see. Ball don't lie, right? We'll see what happens. Reinhardt, right side. Pollock, roll shot, dug up by Ruddy. In the middle they go and blocked down up at the net. Little miscommunication there for the Jags, though. They're going to push out here to Pollock. Big swing down off the block.
Obviously, it was touched in the middle. The
volleyball,
the volleyball gods have spoken.
We've said that a lot, right?
Yes.
Pollock will head back to serve on set point number 1 here in this 3rd set.
Could be the biggest point of the match right here.
Tough serve off the face and in it. That's going to be 4 hits. She touched it twice, right? Not going to call it there in the middle. Puts it down, and the Jaguars have taken a 2-1 lead on number 2, Waukee. 25-22. Comeback for set number 4. This is Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are 2 kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Our phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected.
Which is ironic, don't you think?
Oh, I love this song so much. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Back here at the Jungle, Jaguars trying to complete the upset of number 2 Waukee. A little bit of an upset anyway.
Yep, absolutely.
These 2 teams each with, let's see, Waukee's got 1 conference loss. Jags with 2 right now to Northwest and Ankeny. Liv Davis to serve starting off for Northwest. Addie Reyes. And Schmidt goes for the tip. It's covered nicely on the far side by Craig. And then big swing by Braddock, tools the block.
Yeah, Braddock's done that quite a few times there on that opposite side, so that that blocker on the outside that's getting tooled each time is going to need to start to make a slight adjustment with their hands to be able to bring that ball back into the court.
Jags in the middle. Heather hangs in the air. It's dug up by Davis. Right side, Craig blocked down, and she didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, she didn't know where it was at, yeah.
Or not. As Reinhardt will check in to serve. Got some quality minutes from Addie Reyes here on senior night. Haven't seen her start this year. She started tonight and has stayed in the rotation all night long. Did a nice job on the outside. Kaylin Reinhardt has had some nice rallies and gets the ace here in her first serve in set number 4.
Now, is this the first time these guys have played each other all season?
It is.
It
they
is.
have not played yet.
That
Waukee,
is
they were both
amazing.
here at the tournament to start the year, but Ankeny knocked out Waukee. Waukee has since avenged that one as they beat Ankeny in conference play. Overpass, and somehow comes back over. I'm not sure what happened there, what that was all about, but a big swing and blocked out of bounds. Waukee gets the point.
Yeah, Pollock's probably going to want that one back, what she wants. Watch this film there. That was too easy. Could have popped it up and got herself
Kept it
a nice
alive,
set.
right?
Yeah, got herself a nicer set to put that ball away. Sometimes instincts just kick in the moment, and got a ball coming out there.
Come out onto the court. 2-2 here in set number 4. As Maggie Craig back to serve for Waukee. Goes hard at Leigh Butters. Jags going to go to Schmidt. She's been really good for the Jags, has a dozen kills so far. Braddock, block touch, and going down. Reinhardt couldn't quite dig it up. Waukee takes a 3-2 lead.
They want to get that block figured out because they do not want Braddock to get fired up here, because in game number 1, she was spitting a lot of really nice hits all over the court.
Into the net for Craig. Got a Jess Reinhardt clone standing behind the Centennial bench. I thought it was her for a little while down here. Yeah. It's like, what is she doing standing back in the first row? Braddock tries to tip it through, but the set brought her outside. Jags in rhythm, and Ott smashes it off the block. Jags have spread it around tonight. Addie Reyes, 3 kills. Ellie Pollock, 7. Maddie Ott, 7. Heather with 7 and Schmidt with 12. Right side in, look out. Malia Rogers says, hey, I got this for Waukee.
And the block for some reason was non-existent and got there really, really late. Was still going up when she is already swinging at that ball, put it right down.
Weber will serve for Waukee. Tough serve, but Pollock, good pass there. They get it to Schmidt, off the block, and a kill for Tatum Schmidt. That serve by Lexi Weber is so non-conventional. Standing 2 feet, never moved, all muscle, and very tough to get a read on.
And then going from one side of the court to the other. Pollock's gotten it up twice in a row here when it's gone all the way over there, but still a great serve.
Back row going to be a tip attempt, and couldn't get it there. As they said, the set from the back row. Pollock, little roll shot, gets it to full.
Came right off the top of the block, and then Dad just slowed it down enough where nobody was able to get the next little touch up enough to keep the ball in play.
With some space, these Jaguar hitters have been able to work their way around these Waukee blocks a little bit more. Schmidt back to serve once again. Tough serve, great pass up to Davis, and look out. Little miss time. Ooh. Pollock keeps it alive though. Leigh Butters pushes it out to Cheeseman. Big swing off the block for Cheeseman.
Big play right there.
That timing just hasn't been there for the Waukee hitters lately like it was to start off tonight.
Well, Pollock one-armed that one right up and got it to somebody to get it out to Cheeseman to put that ball away as well.
Leigh Butters that put it right on the money. And again, Davis is going to have to go set from the back row. Big swing, and Rogers hits it long, and the Jags have doubled up Waukee here in set number 4. Coach Paleo wants a timeout. Jags are rolling at the moment. Be back after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Schmidt back to serve for the Jags. Davis will set it in the middle. Big swing dug up by Leigh Butters. Schmidt going to push it back row attack and dropping, not quite. Braddock got to it. Rogers has to go to a roll shot in the middle, and Ott keeps it alive. Blocked back now, the Jaguars in system, going to go out to Pollock. Dug up by Ruddy. Outside, Rogers, big swing and out of bounds. No touch call. Schmidt back to serve once again. We've seen Waukee be very streaky this year. You cannot hold up for even a split second against him. Davis goes to Braddock. Big swing, blocked back.
That's it. Oh! I
just
thought that
out
was
of bounds.
clearly on the line.
Oh, wow. No one argued. They got a little bit better view than us, but wow,
Yeah,
that was
look,
tight.
I thought I saw the whole black line on my side here.
Braddock back to serve once again. Goes at Pollock this time. They get a good pass in the middle, and Ott swipes it down, man. Said it all season long. When these Jaguars can run their offense through the middle, they are just as good as anybody in the state.
Well, that's really what's changed things tonight, right? We're down one first game, started running the middle almost exclusively there in game two, and just completely changed the complexion of the game.
You can't always go through the middle without a good set. Tough serve once again. They go to the outside. Rogers off the block. The Jags have not got a block on her very much tonight.
No,
that's a
just
small
power
victory
through
there for the Jaguars. And now Rogers goes to the back row. Chance for the Jags to do some damage right now. Neither Braddock or Rogers in the front row. Reyes, great pass from Addy. They go to the right side. Cheeseman blocked down initially. Pollock going to set it to Reyes. Reyes, big swing. Rogers, tight pass into the net. Kept alive, and a free ball coming over for the Jaguars. Schmidt can go wherever. She goes to Ott, who tips it down to the left hand.
Yeah, smart
Maddie
choice.
hangs in the air for a long time.
Smart choice by her to switch over to the left hand and then pushed it off of the right around the edge of the block. Great play by her.
Nora Bacchus back to serve. Celebrating her senior night. Davis going to push it outside. Craig. Pollock keeps it alive off the power tip. Now Reyes somehow gets it over. Keeps it in bounds.
Dump, yep.
The dump, Jags are right there for it. Reyes again off the block, and they get the kill. That is a quintessential Jaguar point in 2025. That's how they've been winning all their matches this year.
Ray has a couple plays in that sequence of balls that were just crazy.
Bacchus back to serve once again. Great serve. Davis going to have to, weird set in the campfire. Bacchus keeps it alive. Cheeseman falling away, dug up nicely though. They're going to go on the outside. And Bacchus, Pollock keeps it alive. Reyes pushes it off the net.
Oh my God.
Wow! Another ugly point for the Jags. Is as pretty as they come.
That all got started by Pollock at the back row, running that one down and just getting it back into play. Unbelievable play. She's had a defensive stellar night tonight.
Bacchus again. Tough serve. Davis in rhythm to the outside. Craig off the block. Bacchus keeps it alive. Right side. Cheeseman the tip. Waukee going to use their last time out here in set number 3. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jess Reinhardt just keep her team on the floor. Jaguars don't want to disrupt this momentum right now. 14-8 here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the Karl Chevrolet family of networks.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Two. Nora Bacchus looking to continue her serve streak right now. 14-6, Jags trying to pull an upset on senior night. Leading already in games 2-1 in this best of 5. They go at Rogers. Great pass from Rogers. They go right side off the tip, and the Jags in the net.
Killer.
They had kept it alive, but they were in the net, and now Ruddy will head back to serve. They go at Pollock, and Schmidt will go to Heather with a little swipe, dug up nicely there by Greta Sikori. Big swing off the top of the block. Pollock keeps it alive. Now right side. Cheeseman!
Oh, ripped it!
Baby!
Yeah, we talked about it in between the last commercial here. The difference between what's going on right now in these two teams, Jags are passing it so well that they're able to use all 3 of their hitters, and the block isn't able to get it. On the flip side, the passing has just really struggled on the...
Another bad pass and a joust at the net. Jags going to push it out here. Big swing by Reyes. No tip, actually, they said, but ball sent all the way over. Big swing and off the antenna. Another point for the Jags.
Yeah, and the difference is, to finish that thought, it's on the Waukee side. The pass is so inconsistent that it's limiting to how many different hitters they could get to. And in lots of cases, the only thing they could do is go outside. And so the block's able to key in on that. The defense is able to get the correct angles, and it's leading to a lot of digs on the defensive side and touches on the blocks. 2 things that are really going in the favor of the Jags right now.
This is some of the best volleyball I've seen the Jaguars play all season as Cheeseman cuts that serve. They can finally run it through the middle, and it's blocked down. You had talked about it. Liv Davis comes up gimpy. That would not be good for Waukee. She is limping around right now on that left foot. Might have just turned her right foot, turned an ankle a little bit maybe there.
Yeah, I didn't see anything happen, but you're definitely right.
Tough serve by Cheeseman, out of system ball for Waukee. Rogers pushes it over right at the DS Bacchus. Jags with a little tip for Schmidt, can't get it to fall. Another out of system ball though, big swing by Craig, dug up by the senior Bacchus. Right side, Addie Reyes off the block. Once again, Addie Reyes on senior night has come to play. Did not see this happening in set 4. 18-7, Jaguars in the lead. Waukee has no timeouts left either. There's a good pass. Davis blocked back. Heather was right there. Out of system ball, tight to the net. Big swing and blocked down off the Jags. Waukee will get the side out. Dowling has taken a 2-1 lead on Ankeny. Wow. Davis serves at Reyes, and that's an ace. Chance to regroup here for the Jaguars. Huge lead right now. It's one more right now about keeping everything in and not letting your own mistakes get Waukee back into this one. Coach Reinhardt shifts everything right away. No sense messing around right now. Davis serves once again, goes at Reyes. Good pass there. In the middle, Heather off the block. Covered nicely by Braddock. Now they push it to the right side. Craig, swing off the block, dug up. Right side, outside, Reyes, another kill! Things have been opening up on the outside for the Jaguars throughout the night as all the attention has gone through the middle. As Reinhardt, who has gone on some huge serve streaks, goes back to serve now.
New setter into the match here for the Warriors.
Pollock keeps that one alive again. Yeah, I saw as Heather swipes it down, dug up, joust at the net, and pushed through by Weber. Yeah, Davis is limping off the court. I saw it happen earlier. And if Waukee is going to make a comeback right now, they're going to have to do it behind Elsa Monkvold's setting. Oh, an ace serve there. Nice serve. Tough one by Craig. Jags got to keep locked in right now to try to finish this one out. Waukee won't be able to be as aggressive serving right now as they have been. That's the advantage of having a couple setters out there. Back row attack by Reinhardt, puts it on the line. There's a big side out.
Yeah, not a lot of DSs can rise up and swing at a ball like that, but that's something that Reinhardt's able to do.
Now listed as DS, but she plays outside hitters, one of the top beach players in the nation, so able to put that ball down from anywhere. Leigh Butters. Monkvold goes to the outside, big swing, and kept alive by Cheeseman. Pollock sends a free ball over. Monkvold again goes right side. Braddock off the top of the block. 20-12. As once again, that serve from Lexi Weber will go on the far side of the court right now, and she'll come all the way across. Ball stays in the air a long time. She goes at Pollock. You go right side, big swing. Schmidt goes straight down. They were targeting the new setter, Monkvold.
Yeah, just not going to be the same defender that Davis is on that backside.
The Jags were already up by 8 when Davis went out here in set number 4. As Schmidt goes back to serve. She's had some really nice rallies tonight. Monkvold will have to set from the back row. Sends a pass up, and that is long by Rogers. They got me juicy wiggling up here, Austin.
They do.
Jags trying to pull the upset here on senior night. A complete 180 from 4 days ago. Gonna go right side, big swing, and that is long, no touch. Oh, now they give it to Waukee. Nobody signaled touch. The down ref comes in. He was shielded off. Jags have gone back to take this. They're gonna talk now, but the up ref had a much better angle at that one. He was looking right at it.
Interesting that they're going to talk about this one as well. I don't know who called the touch. Did the down ref call?
Yes, the down ref called the touch, but he had his back. He was shielded by Reinhardt, who maintains that she did not touch the ball.
I thought it might have got touched at the net is what I thought maybe it got touched as. They're going to
replay the point.
Wow, that's just crazy.
Wow.
Either you saw it or you didn't.
Had a couple of those, not replays tonight, but a couple times that touches have been reversed. And now Waukee wants to know why it's being replayed if he called the touch. And in high school volleyball, we do not have the benefit of a replay. And they're going to give the point to the Jags. The up ref had the much better angle, and he never called the touch.
It's his call, too. Like I said earlier, he's responsible for the top of the net. Now, there will be some rare circumstances where that bottom ref, if he sees something blatant, that he would call that.
Well, they called the touch on the back end. Nobody was there for it. There's an ace serve.
Game point here.
Match point number 1. The Jaguars have number 2 Waukee doubled up right now. Schmidt will go back to serve, trying to close out senior night in style. Jags will give the pollsters something to think about tomorrow. Lose to number 4, but beat number 2. Schmidt, tough serve. Monkvold into the net.
That's
into the net. The Jaguars complete the upset tonight and will send Waukee back to Dallas County. Jags win 3-1. They lost set 1, 25-20, then came back to win 25-21, 25-22, and absolutely in style in set number 4, winning 25-12. Austin Oliver, this was a completely different Jaguar team than we saw on Thursday night.
Yeah, I think they very easily could have folded and come in here with just a lack of energy, a lack of spirit. But and I really think we might have even saw a little bit of that
in set 1.
Game 1.
Yes.
Yeah, with set 1. But Waukee, the Warriors were there game and ready to go to be able to kind of shut the door. But by starting that second game in the middle and really focusing on the middle, just really paid dividends throughout the rest of the match for the Jags.
Jaguars, they will head to to Urbandale on Saturday for a tournament there starting in the morning. And wow, what a night to be a Jaguar. They beat number 2 Waukee and show a little bit more of what they can do, and the state will take notice after that one. So after a gruelish week, last week the Jaguars have played number 4 Ankeny and number 2 Waukee. And we'll see if they remain ranked at third or move up, or we'll see if Ankeny loses tonight. That would have a lot to do with it.
Yeah,
Dowling leads
exactly.
them right now 2-1 as they are in set number 4. Thank you very much, Austin Oliver, Levi Yeager. Awesome work as always on the camera tonight. Another Jaguar victory here tonight on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire on the newly formed Karl Chevrolet family of networks. You know what we do after a win? We all go celebrate at the Cabaret. Have a good night, everybody.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.